Hi, my name is Logan Leffler, and this is my faith story. So growing up, I grew up in a Christian household, always going to church, had a good relationship with God and Jesus. And then as I got into high school, kind of started to fade away. Athletics, schoolwork, just life kind of got in the way, and I started to let God and Jesus phase out of my life. As high school continued and going into college, I could tell that there was kind of something missing, but I wasn't really sure what. And I just kind of continued on through life. And I would say that kind of void maintained until about the end of college. And then I graduated college, got a job working in my college hometown, and still there was something there that just was missing. And this whole time I hadn't been going to church, and I was just like, I don't really know what's going on in my life, but I felt this calling, a very strong calling, that I needed to move, to change my situation, and I started applying for jobs out west. So I ended up getting a job working for a company in Fort Collins, Colorado. And my life was pretty good there. Still wasn't going to church quite yet. So I started to pray. I started to pray on my hikes, on my bike rides. I would try to find a nice, comfy, cozy spot, go out into the woods and just pray. From there, I felt a calling to come back to Missouri. I moved to Lake of the Ozarks with my brother, and we were running a business there. And that's where I was able to meet my now fiance, Caitlin. And I would say that she is definitely a very integral part of my faith as well. She's had a very strong faith for a very long time. We would start to pray together at the dinner table when we would sit down to eat, and just pray together at different times. And I found myself praying more often and more often. And then we moved here to Eureka, and been going to church here at the river, and I feel like my faith is definitely strengthening a lot ever since then. Before, or I would say in that time where I wasn't going to church, in that void, I really felt kind of a dullness in life. A dullness to where I was just living on this earth, but didn't necessarily have any direction, any meaning. So yeah, here I am. That's my faith story. I'm still learning, still growing, and looking forward to continuing. So God bless you all.